I'm genuinely terrified to make this video. Hey guys, it's Anna and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another challenge video. I haven't done one of these types of videos in a while and I thought it was time to bring them back. And I don't think I've ever been so afraid to do a makeup video, but today I thought I would truly challenge myself and create an eye look using every single shadow in this palette. This is the Pretty Fun and Fearless Volume 2 palette in collaboration with Ciate London and Chloe Morello. I love the layout of this palette. I've actually never used it before, so this will be like my first impressions on the formula as well. But I wanted to use a palette that was truly challenging. And to make it more challenging, I wanted to use an eyeshadow palette with a minimum of 12 shades. We have 20 in here, and I wanted to use a combination of cool tones, warm tones, different colors, because I feel like even if you have an eyeshadow palette with a bunch of shades, but they're all like reds and oranges and golds and browns, like it would be way easier to create an all cohesive look. And although I feel like I'm winging my eyeshadow looks like in 70% of my videos, I usually have like a basic rough idea of what I want to do, and I truly am blank looking at this. Like, I'm so stumped and so scared because I really want this to turn out well. But who knows? So yeah, that is what I'm going to be attempting today. I don't know why, I just thought, let's challenge yourself. And this palette is limited edition. It's currently on Sephora on sale for $37, so I would grab it while you can. And yeah, so this is the video that we're gonna be doing today. Here we go. Pray for me. All right, let the fun or failure begin. So to set down my concealer as a base, I'm gonna go ahead and mix the shade Nini and Topless. A little bit of that. And stamp this all over my lid. And then for my transition shade, I'm gonna dip into Cocoa. Now a transition into what? Who knows? So I'm just popping this in my crease and a little bit above. Since I do have hooded eyes, I still want that transition shade to poke through. And I am going to wing this out a bit just because we have 20 shades to work with, so the more space the better. And then on a slightly smaller brush, I'm going to dip into the shade Pony, and I'm going to pop this right underneath that orange because I'm going to start to introduce some cool tones. So far I'm really enjoying the blend of these shadows. I really need to like actually use this palette like in a real look. And then I'm going to pick up the shade Marron. Hopefully I'm saying that decently. And then I'm going to pop this like directly in the crease to really carve out and deepen it. We have a lot of detail work going into today's look. This is a really pretty deep chocolatey color, and anything goes with brown, so yeah, there you go. And I'm just following through with that shadow and winging it out along with the rest of them. Very, very light hand. Then I'm going to pick up a little bit of the shade Mecha, and this is on an even smaller brush, and we're going to further deepen the crease because I don't know what else to do. So now is when I'm starting to get a bit stuck because we have all of these beautiful colors. Like we have these greens, the silvers, the bronzy golds, and then we have purples and reds, and I'm like, how do I want to mix these all together? Like I really like this color story, like with the bronzes, and the silvers and the greens. Like I feel like this bottom section would look so nice together, somehow incorporated like on the top lid. But then we have to do something with the lower lash line, and it's like, are the reds and the purples gonna like look okay on the lower lash line? I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I think that this is gonna end up on the lower lash line, like this whole row. But I feel like if I just put the golds, the silvers, and the greens on the top lid, and then just threw on like red and purple on the bottom, it would be like what's going on, like where's the cohesiveness. So this might look like really strange, but I kind of want to take a little bit of violet on the top lid to kind of mesh the bottom and the top, since I'm going to add like the purples and the reds down here later. So then it just looks like it's at least supposed to be there. I'm just going to add this right above those brown crease colors. Ooh, that looks actually really nice. I like that. So nothing too intense because I am going to put green on the lid, but just a little bit of that poking through so it doesn't look as absurd when I add it to the lower lash line. Now with the small brush, I'm going to mix a little bit of the shade Chartreuse with Platinum. And I'm going to spray my brush with these shimmer shades because I want it to be nice and pigmented. So as you can see, this just adds a really cool, bright, like icy green look to the inner corner. Next, I'm going to dip into the shade Gold. And I already know this is going to be a real funky gradient look, but hopefully it looks decent. And in between all of these shades that I'm going to be adding, since I'm going to be adding a bunch out here, in between each new additional shade, I'm going to kind of wiggle between the two colors so it blends into each other nicely. Then I'm going to pick up the shade Rose Gold, and I'm using the same brush for all of these shades, but I'm cleaning it in between uses. So this is the BH Cosmetics number 9 brush, part of their like pink marble collection. I use this brush all of the time, like for cut creases, small detail work. It's amazing. And I'm just popping that next to the gold. Well, so far, I'm not hating it. We're past halfway with all the colors, so we still have quite a bit to go, but we're getting there. Hopefully, I can pull through. So now I'm going to pick up Copper and popping this right next to Rose Gold. And then for the outer corner, hopefully this doesn't look ridiculous, but I want to mix Soul and Ellie kind of to be the darker version of this mixture to create that like icy green color. So here we go. This is going to go right in the outer V, and then I'm just matching it up with that crease color and winging it out. And the reason I'm mixing some of the colors is not so much to cheat, even though it does help, but it helps to create that custom shade that will mix well with the other colors, because a flat out green, for example, isn't going to look as good in a gradient effect, but a greenish silver, that silver part of the green will tie in a bit nicer with like the golds and bronzy colors. I'm just trying to include you guys in my method of thinking right now. I'm actually loving how this look is coming along. It's totally pushing me out of my comfort zone, but I feel like a freaking chameleon with this eye look. I don't even want to do anything crazy to the lower lash line because this is looking so cool, but we have to. We have 6 more shades to go, so I think we're gonna start working on the lower lash line now, incorporating these purples and this one bright pink. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this pink. Like the purples I feel like would look still cool underneath the lower lash line. Don't know about the pink. So I'm gonna pick up the shade Baby. This is such a beautiful light lavender shade. And I'm gonna spray these as well. Place this right in the inner corner of the lower lash line. So for whatever reason, even though I've tried using several different brushes, I've sprayed it several times, it's just not really showing up on my skin, but we're just gonna go ahead and move on. I did use it, so now I'm gonna pick up the shade Renegade. Ooh, that's a really pretty color, and that one is actually showing up. And then for the outer portion of the lower lash line, I'm gonna use Morello Cherry. Stick this right over here, and then meet it up with the top shades. And then using the shade Jelly Bean, I'm gonna place this right in between the deep outer corner and that Renegade. Right? Yeah, Renegade shade, just to add a little pop of warmth and color. Picking up the shade Beauty, I'm just adding this right where my lower lash line starts, like where the hairs grow, so it's kind of gonna act as a smoky liner. And then for the very last shade we're gonna use in today's look, I'm dipping into the shade Halo because I just think this is the perfect brow bone and inner corner highlight. I literally wasn't even planning on doing the rest of my makeup today because I'm like, there's no way. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to pull this off. Like, look at these colors. Like, how am I gonna make this work? So normally I'll do like the top lid and then I'll do my makeup and then I'll do the lower lash line. But I think I'm gonna go do the rest of my face makeup. Alright you guys, so this is the final and completed makeup look. I'm honestly so shocked that I even managed to pull this off, and I love the eye look. Like, I didn't think I would love the eye look. I thought, okay, yeah, maybe like 50% believed in myself. Maybe I can, you know, come up with a decent looking look, but I honestly had so much fun filming this video, and it forced me to use color combinations that I would have never thought of to combine. It totally forced me to go outside my comfort zone, and the result ended up in me creating a look that I never would have ended up thinking of doing. So even if you guys don't want to pick up a palette and use literally every single shade in a palette, I highly encourage you to use colors that you don't typically use, or try a different style of makeup and try different color combinations, and I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. I think you're gonna learn from it, and you might come up with a look that you will be very pleasantly surprised with. So that is all for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you might want, people keep walking upstairs and it's creaking the whole house. Hear it? And make sure to subscribe, and make sure to, I'm almost there, just gotta film the outro, and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already, if you might want to see me in any more videos. I would appreciate it so much. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!